The last 4 weeks, I've traded gold with a 100% win rate by only using the volume profile and one candlestick. This strategy is 100% mechanical and so stupid simple that you don't even need to know anything about the volume profile, because in this video, I will teach you everything step by step so you can execute on this strategy today. So let's start with the first step right away. So this is our first step, guys, and what we will do here, we will draw the previous day's volume profile, and right to the left I have an example volume profile, and this volume profile marks each volume traded per price. So the point of control is the price where most amount of volume was transacted during this time period. The value area high and the low represents 70% of the volume traded during that day. And these are the three most important price points that we will be looking out for our trading session. And don't worry guys, I will show you exactly how I draw the volume profile, my exact settings, and how I will use them during my live trade examples that I have taken on my live streams. Guys, we put a lot of effort into these videos, so please make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get back to the video. So now with the second step, we have already drawn out the previous day's volume profile and the volume pivots, which are value area high, point of control, and value area low. And with this step, we will just wait for the third step to form. So now let's go through the most important step, guys, the range buildup on the previous day's volume pivots. So just a quick revision, the volume pivots, value area high, point of control, value area low. This area represents 70% of volume transacted of the previous day, and the point of control, the exact price point to the tick where the most amount of volume was transacted during that day. Now this will usually happen around 9:50, guys, so we will wait for a range buildup right here, and then we will wait for a certain formation. We will wait for lows and highs to get taken out, and how that looks on a candlestick chart is exactly this. And if you are not new to the channel, you should already know this is represented by our manipulation candle. It takes the previous candle's low, and then it also takes out the high of the previous candle and closes above the high, and then it becomes a bullish manipulation candle. But what's actually very crucial is where this all happens from. Why? Because right here, as you can see, this is the previous day's point of control, so the price point where the most amount of volume was transacted during the previous day. So this is a real institutional supply and demand price point. So now we are ready to go to the final step. So right here, you will simply enter after the closure of the manipulation candle. Since this is a bullish manipulation candle, we will enter a long position, put our stop loss below the manipulation candle, and with this strategy, my risk reward ratio is always going to be a 1 to 2 risk reward. So we are risking low, but we are aiming for a high reward, and this stuff is extremely simple, guys. Now let me show you the trades that I've taken live on stream where I had a 100% win rate on gold the last 4 weeks. This trade was taken on Friday, November the 7th. Took this trade live on stream. I will link the stream link also in the description for proof. So now let me show you how you draw the volume profile of the previous day. So right here on the left, you will see on technical analysis the fifth button right here. You can see the projections, and then you go down to volume base. Right here you will see the fixed range volume profile. You click this once, and now we will define the range. Since this is on Friday, we want to mark the volume profile of Thursday, and this is New York time, so 6 p.m. New York is market open, and then I will just drag this until the market close, which is 5 p.m. Now this is very crucial, guys. We go down to the 1 minute time frame. Why? Because TradingView calculates the volume profile exactly on the 1 minute time frame. So now you will have this exact volume profile, and as we discussed, this red line right here represents the point of control. So the price point most amount of volume was executed, the value area high and the value area low represents 70% of the most amount of volume transacted during that entire day. So now what we will do is we'll just simply mark these zones as previous day value area high, then I just copy paste this and then drag this down, and then previous previous day value area low and previous day's point of control. And now we can delete the volume profile because we have our levels already marked out. And now we will just go to the current day's price action. So right here, we already ranged a little bit above the value area high of the previous day. Now we are coming back up again. I'm just gonna play the candles right here to see what's gonna form. And right here, guys, as you guys can see, we have the exact candle that I described you before. This is the manipulation candle, and yes, I do have an indicator that shows me the manipulation candle as well, so my life is a bit easier, and I also get alerts when these happen. Also, if you don't have them, doesn't matter, you know exactly what you have to look out for. And right here, this is the final step. We will just enter this trade, put our stop loss above the manipulation candle since this is a short position, a sell, and then you can target a 1 to 2. With this trade, I was targeting the Asian lows right there, also lining up with the previous day's point of control. So I also use this for potential exit targets. Now let's just play price and see what happens here, guys. And as you guys can see, it exactly hits our take profit and even the previous day's point of control. And just to summarize everything, what did we do? We marked the previous day's volume pivots, the value area low, point of control, and the value area high. Then we came on the charts, and right at the value area high, we get a manipulation candle. And as you guys can see right here, we're taking out the high and then also the low of the previous candle. So this is exactly what you want with the manipulation candle. Then we enter on the closure of the manipulation candle. After the manipulation candle, you just enter the trade and aim for a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. And now let's go on to the next trade example. This trade was taken on November 12th. Again, I will share the link in the description. Again, what we will do is we will draw out the volume profile of the previous day, so the Tuesday in this case. And what I will do is right here 6 p.m. until again 5 p.m. and then I'll drop down to the 1 minute time frame and just draw out the exact levels, and I'll just drag this here until 5 p.m. the market close. And right here, this is the point of control, value area high, value area low, and I will do this very fast. I think you already know how to draw these out. So now we just go to the current day's price action. So right now we can see we are within the range and we're seeing the previous day point of controls right here. The value area low is right there. We are a little bit far away from the value area high. So now we're just gonna play price and see what's gonna happen. We are already on the charts and we're just waiting for our model to appear. And right there, guys, as you guys can see, we have ranged a lot, but then finally we are getting our manipulation candle right here. Let me show you that. We are taking out the high and then we are closing below the low of the previous candle. And when I turn on my indicator specialized on the manipulation model, you will see that this candle's color is different as well. And that's exactly when I enter this trade. After the closure of the manipulation candle, we are closing below the point of control, and right here our first target is the 1 to 1, the daily open. Why? Because we know we are on a bullish trend right now on gold. If you watch the live stream, you will see exactly why I secured right here on the 1 to 1 a partial, because right here, as you guys can see, now this is some really high level stuff, guys. So listen closely. I secured a partial right here at 1 to 1, and then my runners got stopped out at break even. And now if you go down to the 5-minute time frame, you will see that we have a bear trap setup right here. And then also what's even better, we have a 10-minute manipulation candle this time. So now I have already banked a little bit of profits from my 1 to 1 trade, but now I can take a pro trend trade with the 10-minute manipulation candle and aim for bigger targets. And right here, as you guys can see, I also get the long signal from my indicator specialized on gold. As you guys can see, I didn't really change my strategy or whatever. I just implemented volume and volume analysis into my trading to just give me a much better edge. And look at this, guys. Look at this. I mean, this trade went on and on and on, and gold just pumped up from there. And this was just a crazy risk reward ratio. If you combine volume, the volume pivots, and the manipulation candle, you can get some really nice setups, guys. In the next video, I will show you guys how to use use the current day's volume profile, which is a little bit more advanced, but it can give you a lot of sniper entries during the day. This is actually the second video of our order flow series, so make sure you also check out the first video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for the upcoming episodes. And also guys, let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding this strategy, because as you guys can see, it's really mechanical. You don't do anything other than what I've outlined in that step-by-step guide. But if you do have any questions, let me know down below and I will try to go through them in the next video.